Hello to our mixed plant here. We have radish. There's also radish, another radish here. And one thing that we can observe here is that the plants, the mixed plants that we have established here is that just like 3 weeks ago, this area was actually barren. I mean, there was no other plants that were growing, and the intention was, of course, to raise like vegetables and fruits from this corner towards the other side and crossing towards the left. And another observation is that these grasses, I think these are carabao grasses, were actually absent during the time. So meaning that there were seeds already being scattered all over, and in fact even at the other side they are becoming competitor. But for other areas of the world, like in tropical countries, wherein just in a 1 week span of time, I observed that the land normally have been populated with grass, and that is why the farmers hated it so much, to a point where they're also um, killing the grass, no? uh, I think they call it herbicide, I believe, and they are killing the grass. And I don't think that it has to become like an effective way of creating a balance or establishing a balance in the ecosystem, because grass are actually natural growers. So why are you forcing it to die in a form of chemical wherein you can naturally kill it? For example, though, like this is like a manual pulling, although I will only take this as an example because you know in few weeks this is going to scatter really. So just by way of example, so you can just pull it up and let it dry there, and later on you can use that as a source of fertilizer. But you know the introduction towards the agriculture this time is somewhat like disintegrating the ecological balance, to a point where nature also suffers, because the residue of the chemicals they induce onto the the grasses, then it will retain to the soil, and in return it will destroy the chemical balance of the soil. But in here I prefer to keep it like that, and once it's going to become like overcrowded and it became like a competitor to our major plants, then I'll start pulling it. Or perhaps there are method wherein you can go it naturally. You can just like bring a portion of soil and cover it. I believe in that way that is more natural, and that retains the, shall I say, the sanctity of the soil composition, because this has been redeemed by God, and why are we going to tarnish it? So to move on, we have to continue inspecting our mixed garden. Here we have the cucumber. So the cucumber shows a sign that it is ready to go up, and it is expanding already. And we have here, what happened to you? We have here bitter gourd. The bitter gourd is already expanding, and it already reached to a point where, yeah, it is ready to show, and it's ready to go up. And this is wing bean. Wing bean are here also, and this is our white gourd. The white gourd seem to be sickly this time. Just a little of the lady fingers. So the lady fingers are growing here, so it was like a very lengthy plantation up to where your vision can see, up to there. Uh-huh. So that's where it ended. And as the time goes by, as we water the entire pot, there are plenty of germinated seeds from Malabar spinach. We have an additional one, and then two, three, four, and five. So good. And here, so nice to look at. It already started to develop new leaves right now. So these are the spinach, Malabar spinach. And this is our newly planted moringa or malunggay. I really like this branch. It is so healthy. And this one actually is somewhat like needs to reroot because it was actually growing sideways, and because of the pull of gravity, I believe they are also readjusting. So thank you guys for watching.